Welcome to Big Blend Radio with your hosts, Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazine.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to Big Blend Radio's Adventures in Asheville show. We air the show every Tuesday with our friends Steve and Karen Wilson. We love to call them Mr. and Mrs. Wild of Asheville. So Asheville's in North Carolina. It's a very beautiful mountain city. Doesn't feel like a city, but it's a city. And their bed and breakfast, Steve and Karen's bed and breakfast, is the Lion and the Rose bed and breakfast. It's in the Montford Historic District of Asheville. And a very walkable, a beautiful neighborhood. And it is historic. There's over 600 historic homes. So anyway, check out lion-rose.com so you can see where they're talking from. And you may want to go there. And that's what we're going to talk about is what we can experience in spring in Asheville. So welcome back, Steve and Karen. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? We're glad to be back. We're good.
Hey, cool. So spring, it feels like it's starting to get there. I don't think we've experienced spring in Asheville yet. And unfortunately, we're going to be, well, might get a little bit of it. But I know you were talking about it, Karen, the other day that you've planted a whole bunch of bulbs. Do you see any of them coming out yet? Or when do you expect some flower power to come back?
Some of the daffodils are just about to start to bloom now. Unfortunately, those bulbs, a lot of the bulbs we planted, we had a squirrel come and eat a bunch of them.
Oh,
yeah, all
it was
the tulips.
the groundhog. It was the groundhog.
I thought they were poisonous. Wow. Huh.
Wow.
No, they
Yeah,
like
they
tulip
take certain
bulbs.
flowers.
Daffodils are good, they say, but tulips they like.
Oh,
I just learned that the hard way.
Hey, well,
I'm gonna plant them deeper next time.
Hey, listen, you just gotta let Ozzy run wild.
It sounds like a song.
Yeah,
Girls love tulips.
But you gotta let Ozzy run wild. Ozzy and Oreo are the in dogs, the little Shih Tzus that will greet you if you want to be greeted by them.
So
but
cute.
one of the best things about checking in to the Lion and the Rose Bed and Breakfast is that Steve brews his own beer, and you get to have a glass of it. I mean, who doesn't want a glass of home brewed beer once you've been driving to get somewhere? So the best welcome. And Karen always has some kind of sweet treat that she has baked up. So do you do anything special in spring? Does it change up? I mean, you've got cookies and brownies. You do all kinds of good sweet
we
treats.
always mix it up. We mix it up as far as the baked goods and the beer. The only thing we're talking now, and I can't give you all the details just yet, but we have some exciting, something new with beer coming probably in April.
Okay, turn
Little
the
teaser.
car around. Turn the car around. Gotta go back.
That's mean. We want some. Whatever it is, we want it. Is any baking going? Are you the baking? Can we give a shout out that you're doing the angels? I'm gonna get it wrong. When you're baking
the angel bakers. You're right, angel bakers.
That's super.
We will be doing that for May, but I'll be getting everything starting preparation for that starting in March and April to get all that in order.
Oh, cool. And that's where you're baking for those who are in military service that are in service, right? And
exactly, overseas.
And they really appreciate
so that's always
that.
fun.
Yeah,
they really
definitely.
appreciate that.
Oh,
that's what we've heard, and we've gotten a little note before giving us a thank you, and it's just very heartwarming to know that we can make their day that way.
Yeah, no, it's really
Who doesn't
kind.
want home baked goodies? I do. I want, there's something about spring, where you can sit outside. That's what I love also about the inn. I mean, it is a pink lady, right? She is the Victorian.
She's a lady.
Yes.
She is a
She's
lady.
a lady.
And one must treat her as such.
She's a graceful lady.
But you've got that beautiful porch area, the wraparound porch that overlooks the garden, and you can see where people walk down the street. I mean, you've got that huge. Your garden's big. That is a big garden.
It is.
Maintained. And it's certified wildlife habitat, which is nice. all kinds of
Mhm.
birds and
Yes,
butterflies.
absolutely.
Ooh, what do you get
Mhm.
for birds? Because when we were last there, which was what, a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, it looked
Mhm.
to me like you had some nesting little birds. I think it's a Carolina wren, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
But it
Mm,
looked like they're
probably.
starting to
Chickadees.
nest.
mhm.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, we've had a few. We've seen some different birds. They did like what the bird count this last weekend. We didn't participate, unfortunately, but they do like the local backyard bird count.
Mm.
So we were seeing a lot more cardinals this past weekend, which is kind of nice. One of our guests had a nice story how her mom loved cardinals, and unfortunately she passed a few months ago, and then she had this cardinal land between her dogs, and her dogs didn't do anything about it. So she said, "It's mom."
Mm.
Aw,
It was a sweet
that's
story.
sweet.
So that she
Yeah,
loves
that
seeing the
Yeah.
cardinals out there.
Mm.
Oh, I love your cardinals. Do you get
Yeah.
bluebirds? I bet you do.
Which ones?
Bluebirds. Those little teeny
Yes,
mountain
once
bluebirds.
in
yeah.
a while.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get
We-
more blue
What?
jays than blue birds.
Oh, but
Mhm.
they're cool. They're so much fun. Blue jays
Yep.
and woodpeckers
Mhm.
are like the I call them the monkey birds of the jungle.
They're
Oh,
the
yeah.
radio announcers of the jungle.
Well, it's the forest. You get to have a forest instead of the jungle because
Mm.
you got more of the mountain
Mhm.
forest. But and speaking of that, what's it? When does the parkway open and all of that? And when can people go out and start hiking? Well, I mean, will you still see frozen waterfalls in spring?
Oh,
Maybe. It depends. Depends on our weather. I mean, we're kind of in that roller coaster, that Carolina roller coaster, up, down, up, down.
Mhm.
We had guests actually this weekend go up on parts of the parkway, so parts are open right now.
Oh, good.
They'll open and close it according to the weather.
yeah.
Okay. But you can go to parts of the forest, the Pisgah National Forest, right?
You
That's
can
easy.
always
Oh,
go to
sure.
Pisgah.
Mm,
Mhm.
that's beautiful.
And Chimney Rock.
Hmm.
And
That's
Chimney
cool,
Rock
too.
as well. We had guests do that this weekend too. Yes.
Oh,
Mm.
cool. So what about flower power? Because we have photos of you both and the puppies out in just like
Mhm.
azalea blooms and rhododendrons and all when does all of that start? Is that more summer or like when do flowers come out? Because I know people that make like a pilgrimage every year to the Smokies, and I think it's like late April
Right.
for wildflowers. And apparently
Mm.
Nancy and I have been missing out on something really magical.
Yeah, definitely. We have a long wildflower season, anything from beginning of March even, I'd say,
Mm.
all the way through fall. It just depends on the elevation and what type of flowers.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
and what if
cool.
the Arboretum would be a good place to go to? Like you've got the Botanical Garden, the Arboretum, the Biltmore
The
Estate. you could
Arboretum
go to.
actually, yeah,
Mhm.
the Arboretum has an orchid festival the first weekend in April where they have like
Ooh.
hundreds of different types of orchids. So
Ooh,
that's
wow.
something interesting. And
Yeah.
then Biltmore, we love the gardens in the spring, and they'll start blooming probably the end of March and goes through mid-May.
Mm.
Mm. And what
Sweet.
about downtown? Like you have that one, is it the River Arts District? Am I saying that one?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's gotta be cool to go walk and there's like that, you've got like Tunnel Road and then you've got a river that kind of runs down there and there's like a walking path down there.
Right.
I always get lost out there because I'm my GPS and I have a war.
Let
And
me not say anything.
yeah, but
You know
but
what
you
you're
know what I
talking
mean?
about, though.
That's gotta be
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah. Where that is the River Arts District, right? Where you can walk down there.
That is the River Arts, and there's a greenway down there along the river that goes for several miles. Yes.
Mm.
Oh, have you walked that? I mean, that would be cool just to go walking with
Very
that
little of
water.
it. We actually,
Yeah, you guys are always
Mm.
in the forest or at a brewery
yeah.
where they have walking paths
Yeah.
too, apparently. It was a Highland
Well,
Brewing
the River
Company
Arts
has
District,
walking.
there's several breweries you walk past, so
Ooh,
True.
oh,
I
okay.
and the
say
winery
it's
too.
good you call in. I mean, it's like, hello.
Well, that's the thing about spring is being
Neighborly.
outdoors, right? And
Yes.
that's the thing. And Asheville seems like even the downtown's very walkable. Hey, go on one of the
It
trolley
is.
tours,
You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
that's one of the few cities that I can say we feel completely safe in to walk.
Yeah,
Just
it's
chill.
You know, you
a lot of
really,
people walk around.
yeah, and you just don't feel like you have to keep looking over your shoulder. I mean, you should be aware at all times, no matter
Of
what,
course. Yeah.
of
Yeah,
course.
that's what we tell
But
everybody.
Yeah.
yeah, just be aware.
Yeah.
But it's got this vibe of it's got a really welcoming, nice vibe.
I like it because it
Yeah.
seems to be hip, trendy. It's a little bit of
Mhm.
something for everyone, and at the same
Yeah.
time has all
It
the
is.
history.
Mhm.
You know, it's
It's
just
like
kind of
Absolutely.
like
Yep.
you're like,
Like
be who you
you're all
are.
welcome.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't need to put on any kind of anything for anybody, and you shouldn't anyway. But
Right.
about being outside. What about outdoor dining, rooftop bars? We talked about that, the rooftop tours, bar tours, that
Yes.
on one of our shows. But I mean, this has
Mhm.
got to be
Mhm.
a really cool place to go and be able to eat outside. I know Asheville people love to bring their dogs and everything everywhere they go.
Right.
But like Steve,
Mhm.
what's one of your favorite places to eat outside, or is that going to be a brewery for you? I know he likes those breweries.
Yeah, probably one of the breweries, one of the food trucks or something like that. I know there's several good food trucks in town, and most of the breweries have nice areas for just kicking back with a cold beer and a burger or
Hmm.
a cheese sandwich or anything like that. They've got several different kinds of food trucks with all kinds of fare to choose from. So
Mm, cool.
that would be my choice.
What about
Mhm.
you, Karen?
It'd probably be my choice too. But if you wanted me to tell you one restaurant that has a really nice patio that's pretty good, is Carmel's, and it's a Southern style kitchen. It's in Grove Arcade. Nice patio, nice drinks, Southern food.
Mm.
Oh, where's the
That's
champagne
good to
bar
know.
you've talked about before? Because that would be kind of cool because it's spring. You know, Mother's Day
That is
getaway
nice,
kind of
and
thing.
they do have a little bit of an outdoor space. Everything around Grove Arcade that's inside that building basically has a little outdoor patio. And since
Yep.
COVID, a lot of the restaurants downtown have expanded into the sidewalk and that have more outdoor space for dining, which is great.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. I
cool.
like that. I mean, because spring, you know, and it's a kind of a romantic season, wouldn't you say? Spring. Like,
It is.
well, you know, I kind of think maybe it is every season. Then I was thinking about, oh, the fall
Yeah.
leaves. And then I was like, summer, you get it. Oh, it's a little bit of hot. It's a little sweaty. Then
Oh,
winter, it's
no.
a little snuggly. Yeah, you know, no, just, you know, just, I'm being nice, you know. That's,
You can
but
find a reason for every season.
hey, they're a bed and breakfast. Romance comes out of there, you know. And
Mhm.
weddings,
That's
like,
it.
are you getting? Oh, you've got to be awesome for like a nice little romantic,
Oh, yeah.
vow renewals, vow renewals.
Phone
And
renewal.
things,
Yes.
yeah, vow renewal. Listen, at least I didn't say vow
Oh,
renewal.
boy.
But anyway, I just did. Oops.
What?
There it went there. Sorry. It went to the
Uh,
busky. But anyway, let's go back to, let's just say about a recommitment ceremony. How about that? That's
Yes.
a new word. That
Yes.
sounds better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
hmm
Do you get like elopements and things like that happening at the end?
Yeah, we've had a couple a year. We've had some inquiries already for this year, so we'll see. We don't have anything on the books yet, but I think we will.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
That's
So
always fun.
oh, this is one thing. Steve belonged to all these Facebook groups on Carolinas now. Apparently mushrooms is,
Oh,
mushrooms
cool.
and some people are seeing salamanders already. So is that something for
Mm.
spring
Mm.
for people to look at, is salamanders? I
Yes.
don't know if they're posting from
Mhm.
before or is this the season?
I would say
Not
it's got to
yet.
warm up a little more,
Yeah.
because they generally come out when it starts getting a little warmer. When you start getting more rain, they'll start getting out and looking for places to spawn and mate. We were up in a little farther north, up in Kentucky last week, and we were in a little cabin on a pond, and we were finding dozens of red-spotted newts, which are related to the salamanders in a way, except they're more aquatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Very
cool.
cool.
So,
Mm.
maybe that's what people were showing were newts more than the
Could be.
salamanders. So do you think
Mhm.
like April, May would be the
April,
time?
yes. April
Well,
into May definitely will be the time for that.
that is
Cool. And
spring,
yeah, April, May. What
Mhm.
about butterflies? That's gonna be a good time for them too.
Butterflies will be a little bit later. I mean, we start seeing, depends on the type. We start seeing the tiger swallowtails, I'd say April.
Yeah, I'd say them. And then those ones, the purple ones are, I think they have purple in their name. I can't recall remember the name off the top of my head, but
The
red
morning
spotted
cloaks?
purples.
Oh, yeah.
Not the morning
Okay.
cloaks. We don't have a lot of morning cloaks out here. You see a couple, but the red spotted
No.
purples will start coming out along with the tigers, and then it'll start picking up more with more varieties. I guess emerging.
They gotta
you could
wait
say,
for the
Yeah,
over
into
the
flowers.
rest of
summer.
spring and summer.
I just
Yeah,
will
they
never
need the
forget
Yeah.
flowers.
that.
Exactly.
That
They need
walk
the
we did with
flowers.
you guys on Stewart's Knob. Was it Stewart's Knob? In Pisgah National
Sam's
Forest.
Yep.
Who's Knob?
Who's not?
Sam's.
Sam.
Sam. Hi, Sam.
Yeah, you know Sam, don't you?
Yeah, Sam, not Stan. Okay,
Apparently.
Sam. Everybody knows a Sam somewhere. But anyway, that was magical. I mean, that to me,
Yeah.
all those butterflies and wildflowers, and it was so cool that you
Mhm.
can hike with a dog, but it wasn't such a hard hike either. I mean, there were some parts that were a
Right.
little steep and everything, but not. I mean, people could do it, and then just to see
Right.
like the weather changes. It reminds me of Colorado a bit with how the weather changes so
Yeah.
much. But that
does
was
quickly
Yeah.
in
magical.
some places.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go
Mhm.
hiking. I'm done with winter. I want spring now. I'd like to be hiking.
Seriously, winter.
Well, we
Yeah.
are looking
Outfit.
forward to going hiking too.
Yeah.
So what we're actually doing we're going to do first day of spring. We're going to do a first day of spring hike with anybody who's here who wants to go with us.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
that's so
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
All right.
really
Because you
awesome.
guys
I
know
love
And
your
we'll go look for
area.
wildflowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or anything else.
And
Mhm.
anything else that comes out. Mushrooms might come out. I
Yeah.
mean, I
Yep.
don't know. I
Yeah,
saw
they should be popping
mushrooms.
too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mushrooms, and apparently like your area, the Blue Ridge Mountains and the whole thing is like mushroom city, not just beer. but
Yeah.
Yeah.
mushroom city.
Oh yeah.
But when you got into nature or the wilderness and forests and stuff, if you really can make yourself look not just straight ahead, to look up, you have to look down. Sometimes it's good to actually get on your hands and knees and crawl a
Yeah,
little.
Nancy.
Mhm.
No, just
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
so
That's what I
much
tell Nancy
more.
to do once in a
You
while.
never, and like you look at the flowers on the top, but do you look at the leaves underneath? You just got to get a little.
Mhm.
Right.
You got to look down. Well, that's what in photography is, get
Yeah.
down. Don't shoot from
Yeah,
the top,
Right.
get down.
Exactly. That's dogs see so much more than we do because we're always standing up. I
Yes.
say,
Yep.
yeah, get down with the dogs.
Mm.
You'll see way
Yep.
more.
Yep.
That's where you find some of the creepy stuff.
I
Ah,
know. And that's so much
True.
fun.
yep.
I think
Worms.
that's so cool. Like sometimes you see centipedes and stuff, and dude, they
Mhm.
got so many legs. You're like, you could put a song to their legs. I mean,
Mm.
I don't know how they keep it all in motion.
Oh, don't you start.
No, well, they do. They have like they have so many legs, and they don't trip.
Mm.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? They all
Yeah.
go in time. It's like it's amazing actually if you can, sort of put your mind to watching smaller things than yourself. Oh.
Well, I
Mhm.
think
Mhm.
this is, sometimes when you hike on your own, you take some more of that
Mm.
time to do it. But I think what you guys are
Right.
doing, going with guests, it's kind of a cool thing that because you know the area, the hikes,
Right.
but when you're kind of in that kind of group atmosphere, you can slow down and look at stuff and have a
Mhm.
conversation about it. And it's like, when you go on a guided hike, you'll find out, people,
You
you'll
learn
find
so
out
much more.
species. And I don't know, we had
Mhm.
fun hiking with you guys. I'm sure everyone's gonna
Yeah.
have fun doing that,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Good way
I
to
would think
start
so.
spring. Yeah, and
You
then
learn so
afterwards
much
have
more.
a beer. Come on, it's all good. It's all good,
Yeah.
When do the waterfalls start to be de-iced? Do you think? Like in
I don't know if anything's really
April, May?
that frozen right now because we've had the up and down temperatures. We had guests go down to Pisgah this weekend, and I don't think that Looking Glass Falls had any kind of ice on it.
Oh wow!
Mm.
So they got to see the fall itself.
Yeah.
The waterfall.
Mhm.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
That's cool
Okay.
though. I
That is
mean,
cool. That is cool. So what about, let's talk about events. Obviously there's breweries, it's Beer City, USA. And, you know,
Yep.
you've got all kinds of parks. You've got the Botanical Gardens of Biltmore, all those downtown. But you mentioned the Orchid Festival. That says spring big time. Any other kind of
Mhm.
festivals people should know about?
So I would say this one of the other things that's something new this year is happens to be the weekend of St. Patrick's Day, and it's with Highland Brewing. So we
Oh,
had
cool.
talked to them last episode. You know, the original craft brewery here. They're putting on a beer festival with like
Cool.
25 of North Carolina breweries, and the proceeds from the tickets will all go to Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
nice.
that's really
nice.
cool. Good for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Do you have
nice.
arts festivals
that
and music festivals that come up this time of year or in spring, or
Not
is that more
not
summer?
really until a little bit later. I'd say May, when things are
Okay.
definitely for
Mhm.
sure warmer.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, there's some fun music stuff always at any of the small little venues. Like Steve and I are going to plan to see the Winery Dogs at the Orange Peel.
Cool.
And then there's like a well-known band called Tedeschi Trucks
Oh my
Band.
God.
Oh,
Are you
Um,
kidding
wow.
me?
Yep,
Derek Trucks, one of the
they're
best slide
playing
guitarists
here.
ever.
Yep.
When?
Huge.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. At the end of March. And last year when they played here, we
What?
had guests come stay just to see the band. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God. I would.
Oh
They're
my
from
gosh.
Jackson. Well, don't even
Oh,
start me. He is one of like I mean, don't
huge.
start me. It's because, well, so he's
Yeah.
like kind of related into the Allman Brothers family. And of course, Warren Haynes, right, is from North Carolina.
Mhm.
In
Yep.
Asheville. And so they're
Right.
buddies. I mean, it's
Mm.
like, I don't know how much blood is where, but it's like they might as well just be a big family. And Susan Tedeschi,
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, she's in her own right as a blues singer and a badass guitarist. But
He's
he
awesome.
he is like channeling
Mhm.
something when he plays. And then the whole band is just incredible. But his good, just that slide, and he's so chill. Like he's just like this teddy bear that gets up on stage and just like, oh yeah. You see what you're playing, but like look what I can do. But I'm smiling at you while I totally just shred your side out. You know what I mean? He's so good. He's a
Yep.
nice guy, but he's just so good. I mean, it's amazing what he can play.
It's
You know,
natural.
or if
Right.
you like blues,
Natural.
it's more blues rock style. But I mean, for what it's
Right.
incredible. I didn't know they were coming there. Well, where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude.
It'll be in Asheville. You wouldn't be surprised if Warren Haynes showed up, maybe for a quick appearance with them or something like that, if they're friends.
oh my God, would
Never
that not be
know.
Yeah.
good? Mm-hmm. I love
Yep.
Warren Haynes too, because he's just got that. There's just all right. So when we air this on our Spotify show, you know we're playing a whole bunch. You know what's happening. That's so cool. That is so cool. I love it. Because he's just it's
Yeah,
just
get some
the
big acts
guitar
coming.
work. That is so cool
Yeah.
to
Awesome.
hear.
But
Mm. So lots to see and do.
but as far
and
as other
Mother's Day-
events,
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, going back to kind of the outdoors thing, Chimney Rock in the month of March. Every Monday, they with the admission it's included. You can hike with a naturalist, which I think is pretty cool.
It's
Oh, I
awesome.
like that. See,
Learn
like what
so
you were talking
much.
about. Yeah, going out and
Yes.
well, we went. It was cool because we learned about the snakes we saw in the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, they're not
Mhm.
poisonous.
Mhm.
People don't be worried. But they're really cool out there. They have a garden too, a pollinator garden, and
Mhm.
all
Oh, yeah.
kinds. It's got to be beautiful there in spring. Very nice. So
Yeah,
any other
we've been there in
highlights?
spring, but I think we missed the peak.
Oh, I
Oh.
see.
Hmm.
Yeah, stuff
You
starts a
guys
little
need-
different over there for some reason. I think the altitude's because it's a bit lower, I think.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
little
Oh,
different.
yeah. Yeah.
The timing is
Altitude
a little
has a
different.
lot. Yeah. Altitude has a lot.
Mhm.
A little warmer, too.
Oh, and we've got to go to the Flowering Bridge for spring. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Talking about
Exactly.
butterflies.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. When we were there with you guys, it was so beautiful. So it's in the
Wow.
town of Chimney Rock. Is it Lake Luna? I always get it
Mhm.
wrong. Lake
Lake
Luna?
Lure.
Lake Lure. I don't know why. I just want to make everything a moon.
Lure, yep.
But Lake Lure is so beautiful. This bridge where they could have taken the bridge
Mhm.
out, but instead they kept this historic bridge and created a
So cool.
walking garden. But
That's
then
one
it
of the
has like
coolest things
all
ever.
these nooks and
It
crannies. They
is.
have a
Mhm.
dog garden. That dog garden is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But they said they're open
Yeah,
year round. You know, they have things in there for people year round, which is amazing and
exactly.
fun for
So that we
kids.
haven't seen that in spring. So we'll have to do that in spring, and then come May we start getting the fireflies. May and June into July.
Oh my
Cool.
gosh. Oh, and when you go back to Chimney Rock, you've got to go to the brewery place, Hickory Nut Brewery that we
Hickory.
went to,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
right
Yep.
down on the water where you can see that heron.
Oh yeah, that
Ooh,
creek.
I like it
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
there.
Watching nature, having a cold
Mm.
beer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's so cool about the area is that you have running water in places, you know, and you don't
Oh yeah,
always
there's
get
I
so many
that
creeks out
everywhere.
here.
Yeah, they're cricks, Steve, cricks,
Creeks?
not
Oh,
creeks.
my mistake.
Cricks. Yeah, cricks.
Tricks. Like a
I think
crick
my
in your
grandma said
back.
that too.
Yeah,
No, a
cricks.
crick in your
Well,
back.
see,
Like,
Mhm.
Creek in your
now
back.
you said it, floating water, like water, running water. I got another one for you. So this is going
Uh-huh.
to be something new. We're partnering with somebody to do. They're doing floating brewery crawl tour. So you're
Dude,
on a guided
Oh,
raft tour. You're not
cool.
doing any pedaling. They're taking care of you, and you're going to go down French Broad River and hit several different breweries.
How
okay,
cool is
when can
that?
we do this? I would like to do it.
Oh,
I'd like to do, it's got to be a little
it's all
warmer,
about
right?
the
But
water.
yeah, but that's cool.
Yes,
And you don't have to paddle. So therefore, if
you don't
I'm
have to
not
do anything.
you don't want me paddling. I'll take you in circles all day
But
long.
that is such a cool idea.
Oh my God, that's so
I
much
thought
fun.
so
Mhm.
too.
That
Yeah,
is so
I
cool.
like it.
I mean,
Ooh,
that's,
Yeah, and that
oh,
starts in spring, so April.
mm,
I should call it
wow.
paddle for brew.
So, but Karen, I wanted to ask about Mother's Day. How is that for you? I mean, I think that the inn is going to be like a cool place for Mother's Day to celebrate
Mm.
Yeah,
Mommy's Day.
we actually do usually get whether it's couples where it's mom getting away as a special for Mother's Day, or we have like moms and daughters celebrating. So we get a nice
Mm.
mix of people here for Mother's Day always.
What about, do you do gift certificates if someone wants to get a gift certificate for the gift for their mom? So maybe not arriving on Mother's Day, but hey, mom, I got you a
Mm-hmm.
gift certificate. Then, and Karen's going to bake you brownies or something. Uh-oh, now I'm setting you up.
Uh-oh.
There's always something sweet, so nobody will be disappointed. It's not always brownies. It could be cupcakes, fudge,
Ooh,
cookies. You never
would you
know.
say
Mm.
cupcakes?
Mm.
I
Well,
want the
we've been there
cupcakes.
often and we've never been disappointed
Yeah, but
ever.
you've
And
never given
Oh,
us cupcakes.
I
We have
know,
never had
seriously,
cupcakes.
everything
cupcakes are
tastes
definitely a little bit more intensive work, so that's why I'm like, that just depends on how busy I am if I can squeeze that in.
We want you to squeeze in the cupcakes. We want the cupcakes. Like I didn't know about the cupcakes. That's a spring
I did
thing.
cupcakes for Valentine's.
Well,
Oh,
I
those are
don't have
good.
a Valentine, and
You
Valentine's
did
is
the
over
Cupid
now.
cakes. They
I
should
want
call the Cupid cakes. They should have little
Mother's Day.
arrows coming out of them.
I want Mother's Day cupcakes, even though I'm not a mother, but I'm a
Mother's
mother
Day?
to a bunch of dogs. Yeah,
Well,
Mother's
you
Day
could have
cupcakes.
Yeah,
you could do Mother's
a dog
Day.
mom.
I want cupcakes now. Like, ooh, a little
All righty
citrus,
then.
a little citrus frosting to go with Steve's beer.
Ooh,
Cupcakes and
chocolate
beer.
I
and
think
orange.
I was thinking
Oh,
about that. If we're lucky, maybe one of the treats for March around St. Patrick's Day might be some kind of special cupcakes that have to something to do with beer, or maybe like the stout brownies
uh-huh.
or something like that.
I think a
Okay.
little leprechaun should bounce out of a cupcake.
Yeah, Ozzy will go nuts. Yeah, little leprechaun.
As long as he leads us to the pot of gold.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
I
all want
know.
the pot of gold.
Oh, pot of gold cupcakes. There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh, I
You
like
could name
that.
them
Yeah.
that.
Oh, but
Yeah.
you could do like little rainbow sprinkles on the cupcake. Follow the
Yeah.
follow the
Have
rainbow
a
for the
double
gold.
rainbow.
Okay, now I'm hungry.
That
This
would
is
be
very
fun.
cruel. This is cruel. It's dinner time and we're talking about cupcakes and but apparently that is a special request. So if you want that for your mother, I'm just saying, tip generously.
Well, mothers deserve it. I'm in the
yes,
mother's corner. Do
yes,
it. Do
yes,
it
I
now. Order
agree.
it.
Father's Day gifts as well. Father's Day
Yeah.
comes up
Yes.
and is actually
Sure.
still part of spring normally, because June 20th, 22nd, I think, is summer. So like even June is still
Yes.
spring. So depending on where you live. But hey,
True.
gift certificates are good. That's a good thing to do. But very cool. Any other events we should know about before I want to go like gorge myself on cake somewhere? Because now I
Well,
want
see,
cake.
on the note of food, we can finish with that. On the note of food, we are doing having another culinary retreat, April 20th or 21st through that weekend. If anybody's interested in doing the cooking class with our friends that we partner with Cottage Cooking, and they're going to be doing the cooking with beer class that we took, which was really fun. And then you do an eating tour of downtown Asheville, and of course you get the beer here and the beer mosa.
Cool.
And nice beer themed weekend.
I like
Nice.
it. Can you make
Beer
beer
food.
cupcakes? I used to make beer bread. Can you make beer cupcakes to
Beer
go with
bread
And
it?
is really good.
we make beer cheese bread, which is a really good one.
Ooh,
Oh,
I want
I
some.
really love that one.
listen, we did the whole
Next time
sipping
we'll have
yeah.
to make that. That's always a good appetizer we bring anywhere.
So
Are you
cool.
kidding me? Like, why
Mm.
are we
Mm.
doing this? You're just killing. I mean, this is just not fair.
We're
This is
getting you
not
ready for
fair.
dinner.
I want to
Yes.
It'll
start
make
with
it
the
taste that much
cupcakes and-
better.
I
Mm.
know. We need the beer too, just saying. What's on tap right now,
Yeah.
Steve?
Let's see. We still have our stout, our chocolate stout, and we also, as always, we always have our wheat beer.
Ah,
But we will be doing more.
Yep.
As a hint
So-
there, we will be doing more.
she's dropping off. Yep, she's telling us there's stuff's happening. But obviously, when they tell you that you should have your Wheaties, that's not what Steve means. Steve means beer Wheaties. That's it.
Yep. Good way to get your
So-
Wheaties.
Get your Wheaties
Yep.
in at the Lion and the Rose Bed and Breakfast, everyone. The website again is lion-rose.com. We'll be back on the next first Tuesday, and that will be in April. And so maybe it's April Fool's Day. I don't know, because we always get silly. But every first Tuesday, tune in to hear more about what's going on in
Can't
Asheville.
imagine.
We'll be talking more about parks, public lands, like the Parkway, things like that coming into April. Also talking a little bit more. We've got to have more about what's going on in their backyard in the Montford Historic District. We've got more. I know we've got so much to talk about. It'll be never ending. So there it is. So
I know.
everyone, thanks for joining us, guys. Everyone keep up with us at bigblendradio.com. Thank you.
Yep. Talk to you
See
guys
you
next time.
guys.